Lamentations 3, G-BOM. G. God can shut out prayer, verses 8 and 44. God disciplines, verses 28 through 30. God is relenting, compassionate, and loving, verses 31 and 32. God does not wish to afflict, verse 33. God is called the Most High, verse 35. God is sovereign over good and evil, verses 37 and 38. God punishes sin, verse 64. B. Big thing. The prophet's personal distress and hope. O. Other things. The prophet complains, verses 1 through 18. The prophet finds hope in the character of God, verses 19 through 39. There is an exhortation, verses 40 and 41. A confession, verses 42 to 54. A prayer for deliverance, verses 55 through 59. And a final imprecatory prayer, verses 60 through 66. M. Memorize chapter 3, verses 21 through 29, the center of the book of Lamentations. This I recall to mind, therefore I have hope. The Lord's loving kindnesses indeed never cease, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore I have hope in him. The Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the soul who seeks him. It is good that he waits silently for the salvation of the Lord. It is good for a man that he should bear the yoke in his youth. Let him sit alone and be silent, since he has laid it on him. Let him give his mouth in the dust. Perhaps there is hope. Also memorize verses 40 and 41. Here's the most literal rendering. Let us examine and probe our ways, and let us return to the Lord. We lift up our heart toward our hands, toward God in the heavens. And now here's the text of Lamentations 3 from the NASB with slight alterations. I am the man who has seen affliction because of the rod of his wrath. He has driven me and made me walk in darkness and not in light. Surely against me he has turned his hand repeatedly all the day. He has caused my flesh and my skin to waste away. He has broken my bones. He has besieged and encompassed me with bitterness and hardship. In dark places he has made me dwell, like those who have long been dead. He has walled me in so that I cannot go out. He has made my bronze piece heavy. Even when I cry out and call for help, he shuts out my prayer. He has blocked my ways with hewn stone. He has made my paths crooked. He is to me like a bear lying in wait, a lion in secret places. He has turned aside my ways and torn me to pieces. He has made me desolate. He bent his bow and set me as a target for the arrow. He made the sons of his quiver to enter into my kidneys. I have become a laughingstock to all my people, their mocking song all the day. He has filled me with bitterness. He has made me drunk with wormwood. He has broken my teeth with gravel. He has made me cower in the dust. My soul has been rejected from peace. I have forgotten good. So I say, my strength has perished, and so has my hope from the Lord. Remember my affliction and my wandering, the wormwood and bitterness. Surely my soul remembers and is bowed down within me. This I recall to my mind, therefore I have hope. The Lord's loving kindnesses indeed never cease, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore I have hope in him. The Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the soul who seeks him. It is good that he waits silently for the salvation of the Lord. It is good for a man that he should bear the yoke in his youth. Let him sit alone and be silent, since he has laid it on him. Let him give his mouth in the dust. Perhaps there is hope. Let him give his cheek to his smiter. Let him be filled with reproach. For the Lord will not reject forever. For if he causes grief, then he will have compassion according to his abundant loving kindness. For he does not afflict from his heart or grieve the sons of men. To crush under his feet all the prisoners of the land, to deprive a man of justice in the presence of the Most High, to make a man crooked in his lawsuit. Of these things the Lord does not see. Who is this who speaks, and it comes to pass, unless the Lord has commanded it? Is it not from the mouth of the Most High that the evil and the good go forth? Why should any living mortal or any man offer complaint in view of his sins? Let us examine and probe our ways, and let us return to the Lord. We lift up our heart toward our hands, toward God in the heavens. We have transgressed and rebelled. You have not pardoned. You have covered yourself with anger and pursued us. You have slain, have not spared. You have covered yourself with a cloud so that no prayer can pass through. You have made us mere offscouring and refuse in the midst of the peoples. All our enemies have opened their mouths against us. Panic and pitfall have befallen us, devastation and destruction. My eye brings streams of water because of the destruction of the daughter of my people. My eyes pour down unceasingly, without stopping, until the Lord looks down and sees from heaven. My eyes bring pain to my soul because of all the daughters of my city. My enemies, without cause, hunted me down like a bird. They have silenced my life in the pit, and have placed a stone on me. Waters flowed over my head. I said, I am cut off. I called on your name, O Lord, out of the lowest pit. You have heard my voice. Do not hide your ear from my prayer for relief, from my cry for help. You drew near in the day when I called on you. You said, do not fear. O Lord, you have pleaded my soul's cause. You have redeemed my life. O Lord, you have seen my oppression. Judge my case. You have seen all their vengeance, all their schemes against me. You have heard their reproach, O Lord, all their schemes against me. The lips of my assailants and their whispering are against me all day long. Look on their sitting and their rising. I am their mocking song. You will recompense them, O Lord, according to the work of their hands. You will give them hardness of heart. Your curse will be on them. You will pursue them in anger and destroy them from under the heavens of the Lord.